All right, tomorrow eligible families will begin receiving monthly child tax credit payments.
And joining us at the table is local financial professional Brett Gottlieb to explain just how this tax credit works. Brett, thank you for being here. It's been a while.
It has. Thanks for having me. It's good to see you in person. Right, exactly.
All right. Well, let's start with exactly what this tax credit is, and really, are they monthly payments? Let's talk a little bit more about it.
Yeah, so the American Rescue Plan was designed to get money in the hands of the consumer right away. So if you have children and your income was under $75,000 if you were single, under $150,000 if you were married, you're going to receive anywhere between $250 to $300 a month. And the way that it actually works is for every child that is from a newborn up until 5 years of age, you can get $3,600. For children from 6 to 17, you get $3,000. So if a family has 4 children and they're all between the ages of 6 and 17 years of age, that's $12,000, and it's a credit. But what they're going to do is they're actually going to advance it to you now so that you can start receiving it on a monthly basis, and it's the first half. So for the next 6 months, you get $500 a month in that example, every month till December, and then you'll have a $6,000 refund potentially or credit in the future.
So what's changing here? To this point, it's been $2,000. Is that correct? Now it's upping to $3,600.
Right.
Other people
Or
still getting
$3,000.
Other people still getting the $2,000.
Yeah.
Right?
So then, as your income is higher than that, you're still going to have just a reduced amount, and it can go up to even up to $400,000.
So it's really it's besides the increase. Obviously, that's a big part of this. It's still the money you would otherwise get at the end of the year. They're just starting to give it to you early. Is there a reason anybody might not want to take it at this point?
Yeah, so one of the reasons you might not want to take it, at least as a monthly, maybe you want it as a lump sum. You can actually opt in and say, hey, I'd like all of it up front as far as the first half that you get. I want that all up front, and I'm going to use that to take care and catch up on certain things. I'm going to get clothes for kids going to school. If I've got kids going to college, I can help get their laptops and things that they need. Food for the family. So there would be a reason. The other way is opting out. Maybe you had to change your payroll withholdings, and so you might owe taxes when we go to file taxes for 2021, and this way you can have that to pay and ultimately take care of your tax bill later in the year.
So if you get it early, if you get it early, you're not going to have that amount that you would otherwise expect at the end of the day, right?
Correct.
Okay.
That's definitely something to think about, though, especially if you have taxes that are owed.
That's right.
You don't have to apply for it. It comes when you file your taxes, correct?
Correct. So yeah, they're looking at if you filed 2019 taxes and maybe you haven't filed 2020 yet, then they're going to pull it from that information. If you filed 2020, same thing. Most people, because of the stimulus, they actually already filed. They're in the system. They were getting a direct deposit, so it's coming direct to you. If for some reason maybe you didn't get the stimulus and you're not sure, most people are getting a letter in the mail that tells them. And if you really want to just find out, hey, where's things at? I didn't get my check. You can jump on the IRS website. Right on the homepage, there's a little blue button. You click on that blue button, it takes you right to the child tax credit portal.
And you talk about opting in, opting out. Where do people do that?
On that same website,
Same
that child
the IRS website.
Yep, right on the homepage. There's 8 buttons. Click on one of those buttons and it'll take you to the portal.
I think we have that linked on our website, fox5sandiego.com as well.
Absolutely do. And very quickly, obviously, there's this extra money coming in. Obviously, if it's not to pay for things immediately, there's a lot of things you can do with that money.
Yeah, no question. I mean, you might catch up, you might prepare for your family. Maybe you set that money aside and use it for college education down the road. It's to help people from the times that we've been through with COVID to get these families in that lower middle income range back on track.
Oftentimes when somebody gets a tax return, you're like, oh, it's money coming my way. But the truth is you're loaning money to the government without interest.
That's right.
What would you advise people to do? Would you not advise people to just get the lump amount up front so it's in their pocket, it's in their possession?
I think it really depends. So each person, if you are trying to catch up on some back bills, you may have to have that lump sum. It could help. For others, that extra couple $100s a month could be significant to pay bills moving forward. I mean, just imagine, I got a family of 3, and feeding those mouths, it's like a little bit of extra to help pay for those groceries would be a good thing.
Yeah. Tell me about
How did we get here? How did they get to this conclusion where they said, okay, we're going to up it from $2,000 to $3,600? And by the way, folks who are just still getting the same $2,000, are they going to get the monthly amounts as well?
So yes, so all the monthly amounts are starting unless you opt out.
Okay.
So everyone's going to get that credit as a monthly if your tax return allowed you to get to that point. But yeah, I think it's a good thing. It's kind of a jump start. You think about it, it's like it helps the families, but then the families go and spend the money that goes into the economy that helps us here locally kind of continue.
A backwards kind of stimulus of sorts.
Exactly.
Stimulus. All right.
Yeah.
And of course, this is just something obviously that starts tomorrow.
Yep. That's right.
Falling into your bank account.
People will see it in their bank accounts, or will it be a paper check too? Is that possible?
Paper check as well. That's correct. Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right,
Brett, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Brett Gottlieb for us. And good to have you in person.
Yes, I know. It's
a nice
amazing.
thing.